Hi Pisces, welcome to your general energies for the December 2025. Okay, so let's take a look at your messages. I know it's been a while for you. Just keep reaching out to me saying, Elisa, when are you going to do us? It's been a messy year. There's a lot going on. 2025 has just been a ball ache is the best way to explain it. But we'll see what 2026 has got, okay? So I just wanted to give you a little treat and see what's coming up in your energies for December. Okay, so we do have the Five of Cups, so you might be in your feels at this time. You can also watch the other signs, so if you're dealing with a Leo, if you're dealing with a Cancer, you can watch their signs, for example, to see more information. I'm getting a Pisces who's really on their own. So this could be a Pisces who's quite isolated. See this Five of Cups and see this Three of Cups reversed. If you're the Pisces man, you might be single. Maybe it's because of past wounds, maybe it's because you're still hung up on an ex, but I'm kind of getting Pisces being in the feelings and feeling quite alone right now. Give me more on Pisces energy, please. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. So for the Pisces man, someone just isn't interested. That's what I'm getting. So for the Pisces man, I feel like someone just isn't interested. Maybe you wanted your ex back, for example, but I feel like this person they're just not interested. I just think holiday season sees a lot of people kind of wanting to go to the parties, have those people around them. They might reminisce over love, being in a relationship. Okay, some of you Pisces need to let go. So the Hermit, and some of you need to come out of solitude. So the Hermit upright is someone who is in solitude, but this being reversed is you need to come out of solitude. You're spending too much time on your own, you're spending too much time in your head, right? Some of you, I don't think you've got people around you, and that can be quite a lonely place. So this could be, for example, maybe right now you don't have many people around you, but you can go into the community, you can go and find people to help, you can go and find connection. And it is the season to be jolly, so there is a lot of people out there who will randomly talk to you. You can meet new friends at this time, but you're going to have to make an effort. But I'm getting for the Pisces man, I think you're obsessing over an ex, but this ex just does not want you back. What about the Pisces woman, please? Okay, so we got the Page of Pentacles reversed with the Knight of Cups reversed. Some of you Pisces women, you're in a different place. Like, I think you're feeling good, so you do have the Star. So I always see the Star as kind of Christmassy, because at Christmas you'd have like the stars, the lights, all of this. So you might be enjoying the season. I don't think you're obsessing. Some of you might be. This is just collective energy. But I don't think you're obsessing. I think you're just in your lane and you're doing you. Some of you might be in a relationship. So Two of Cups is being in a relationship, or you've got something intimate. So it might not be like a committed relationship, but there's someone you're entertaining, there's someone you're spending time with. There's also a message though for Pisces, which is just know what things are. You know, I think a lot of pain is caused for people because they're just living in lies, right? Just know what things are. Sometimes things are just a hookup. Sometimes the past is over and there's no going back, and so that's where we cause ourselves pain, when we're still living in the past. But it's over. There's no going back, right? This can be, you know, there's someone we're kind of intimate with, we've got that connection, but we're not going to be in a lasting relationship. So this is where you're not, as long as you're living in the real world right now, I think you're going to be fine. But if you're living in what ifs and the past, and it's just going to trigger you, it's just going to hurt you. Okay? If for the Pisces woman, this person who you're kind of being intimate with, because actually this is an Aquarius. So the person you're being intimate with, this person could be being intimate with someone else. They might have someone else in their life as well. So I'm going to say for some Pisces who make the effort, it's going to be a really good season. Like, I feel like you're just enjoying the Christmas market, you're enjoying the vibe, you're enjoying, you know, the Christmas season. You're doing nice things for yourself. You're going to people who feel like you feel safe with, because the start is often where we feel safe. But for the Pisces who are kind of living in denial, or they're trying to force connection, or they're trying to get someone back, or they're kind of looking at other people's lives and it's making them feel like shit. I don't think it's going to be a good season. But I also do get for some of you Pisces, like I'm getting some Pisces who are really alone. And if you've ever experienced loneliness, and I definitely have, it is really, really painful. Really painful. So you just need to make an effort, you know, to build new connections, right? And this is the season to do it because people are more open, people are more responsive, people are more in that energy, right? So, but you got to make the effort, okay? Because sometimes we do end up lonely because we have closed ourselves off, we have rejected people, so we end up lonely. We haven't put the investment into healing or relationships, so we end up lonely, right? That's the price. So, and I actually do think that for some of you Pisces, if you put yourself out there, you're going to be actually quite shocked with the responses you get. I think you've been in your head. I think you've been in your pain. Some of you might be feeling like, you know, people probably just don't even want to know me. Go out there and try it because you might shock yourself, right? But you got to put your walls down. You got to make that effort. Go to food banks, go to places where people need support over the Christmas, you know, find like-minded people, find people who are looking for that connection. This might be for the older Pisces, but it could also be for the younger Pisces. For the younger Pisces, it's about, there's no point brooding, there's no point chasing. I don't want to say this, but I kind of have to. I feel like someone is making a show of themselves. So in other words, maybe they're obsessing over this ex, maybe they keep hitting this ex up, maybe they keep chasing this person who's with someone else, or he's got his options open and he doesn't want to be with you. We've all done it, but there's nothing good going to come on the other side of it. You know, this is watching your alcohol, this is watching messages you send. You know, when you send those messages, you wake up the next morning, you're like, oh, was that a dream? But it was real. So I don't know, I think for some of you Pisces, it's actually going to be a lovely season. You're not in your head, you're in the present, you're seeing it as a gift, you're enjoying it, you're around the people who with the star, they just feel good, you know, you feel safe with these people, you enjoy the company of these people. You're single, you're okay with that. Some of you have got a hookup going on, you're okay with that. And that's it, right? Some of you are leaning on best friends right now and people like that. But some of you who are kind of sitting there and you're watching Instagram and you're watching other people's lives and you're feeling lonely and you're kind of, you know, that Pisces energy, it's going to be quite torturous. So be careful with that.